The last of our Balcones Forge meetings. I am still super hot filming these intros, but we had one of the other smiths out here, Beatty, who is going to show you how to forge a captured heart tavern puzzle. It's a fun little beginner project. I highly recommend everyone make one. We don't have in the video how to solve it, so if you want to see that video, let me know and maybe we'll put together something real quick on how to actually do these.
We got our steel up to temp. We're going to go ahead and beat it around this horn. I like to have it, good grip on it, I like to have it about an inch around, and as you see myself kind of going down, I'm going to go ahead and pull it a little bit and chase it. See, I get a little cattywampus, go ahead and knock that back down, it's all right. Start losing heat and it gets a little warped. So go ahead and throw it back in there. Gotta heat it up some more, shouldn't take too long since it was already hot. Because that's not quite the size I wanted, I'm gonna go ahead and put it a little off the horn and then do that. And that's pretty close. If I'm a little bit off, I can always beat it down the horn and open it up just a little bit more. And that's pretty good right there. That's kind of the way I like it. So now what do? I have to make this, I don't know if you can see the picture, like a lollipop or balloon or something like that, and I can't do that like this. So I'm going to heat it back up, make it super pretty, and it should be the right way. Then I'll flip to the other side and we'll call it good. That's plenty hot enough to do what I need to do. I'm going to go ahead like this, and I'm going to put it on the horn. And then what I want to do is I kind of want to beat around to give it a good, nice round shape. Kind of like that. We can probably do a little better. We'll adjust if we have to, but that's good enough. I'm going to go ahead and work on the other side. This is a beginner piece. It doesn't have to be 100% perfect. The most important aspect of it is that it works. So if you got a little kinks or it's not super pretty, that's okay. Now we're going to go ahead and do the same thing on this side that we did to this side. It's important to know which way we went the first time because we're going to do the same thing on this side. That is way too small. Easy to fix. That's a little small. Let's go ahead and fix that. By beating it down the horn. All right, that looks better than that one. I'm gonna go ahead and hit that up real fast. That's the original one. We're just gonna kind of close it up a little bit. What do you think? Pretty good? All right. For the next step, we got to do that kind of horse bit thing. It's going to have a circle here, down to a U, and a circle here. And just like the other one, we want to make sure that our openings are on the same side. All right? That comes in handy here where I'm about to do it. I'll show you what I'm talking about. So we've come up to heat, and I'm going to do the same thing I've been doing. Just going to make that nice little beat it around and chase it. I want to get a little bit more heat right here so I can get a more complete circle. All right, now I just got to put that 45 in there and we'll go ahead and do the next step. So just like that. Like that. Looks a little wonky, but it's okay. There you go. Got yourself a balloon. Now for the other side. So again, we're going to take note of which way the opening is. We're going to do the same thing on this side. Round 2, 3. Okay, so I like this one. This one's, it could be better. I'm going to go ahead and fix that, and we'll go on to the next step. It's just kind of thin, so let's fix that. Now for this next step, we got to heat the middle, right? Because what we're going to do is we're going to bring it up like that piece right there where these eyes are like that, all right? And the reason why we wanted these on the same side will become important in just a second. Now pull it out and it's already the wrong height. So what I like to do is that. And then I'll beat it back. And there you go. We need to get this in here, right? Now, I could just have did this in here while I was making that, but that ends up being kind of a pain. Everything gets misshapen. It's way easier this way. So I'm going to go ahead and tighten these up a little bit. I just need to make sure that they don't fit through here on either side. That's the goal. If they fit through there, then the whole thing's bust. So I'm going to put this in here like so, and I'm going to heat these up, and you'll see why in just a second. So if you want to come here close real quick, without touching it because it is very hot, obviously. I'm going to take this guy, and that's it. I'm going to take this guy, just like so. I'm going to pull this guy back. Come on. Oh, no. Don't use your fingers. Success. So we have succeeded in making what I just like to call the horse bit. Right here. The idea is you don't want to get these to come out of the rings in any way, shape, or form. All right? So that's in there. All right? And now we have to make this. And the idea is to be able to separate this. So that's kind of the tricky part. But what you did not see with this 24 piece of steel, is I marked it in the middle where I want it. Because if you look at that other piece, that's going to be the section that we go do. So I'm going to go ahead and throw this in here, making sure that I heat the middle. Now what I'm looking for is the mark I made. And there it is. It's a little bit short, but that's okay. While you're doing this, you're constantly going to be off. All right, and the way to fix it is using the horn. There we go. It's a good color orange. So it's short on this side, no problem. I'm just going to hit it on that side. Now, while it's doing that, it's this long, you can just go ahead and grab it and tweak it back and forth. All right, let's heat it up again. That'll work. Okay, now we got to make the heart, right? So we really want to bend it right about here. I don't know if you can see that, right? There. So right about there is where we're going to start it. Just pull it with the tongs. It's not hard. We're going to do this side next, and then we'll start shaping. All right, now we got the other side. That's a good color. So, same thing. Just going to grab our tongs. We're going to go ahead and just make that initial bend, just like so, right? And after that, A little more. We're gonna do that just a little bit more. Right about there is perfect. All right. So then what I'm doing is I'm chasing the horn, so I'm hitting it here and around because I like that inner curve, makes it look super pretty, right? Now I'm going to go ahead and tie this one up to do the same thing, and we'll be done. Okay, so something to note. Obviously, I have not forge welded this one yet. You can see it's still very much open, right? If you look on this one, you can see the forge weld right here, right? So there's no way to get this apart no matter how hard I try, all right? But there's another way you can close it where your consumer will not be able to get that piece apart. And we're going to twist it. We're going to hot twist, so it's going to be really tight together, but there won't be a forge. I'm going to take these two ends, and you guessed it, we're going to heat them up hot. The whole point of this was to get it really hot, and we're going to go ahead and shut it right on that X. And then nope. All right. And that'll do. It's going to be a tight squeeze. But it must be hot. There you go. Captive Heart. All right, well, my name is Ken. I'm still trying to come up with a name for the forge, my own personal projects and stuff that I do. But it's been great. I hope y'all had a lot of fun, and I hope to see you next time. Maybe you can come up with a name for me.